Yeah.
Good weekend?
Yeah.
Well, very nice.
Yeah. I mean, just too quick.
I agree. I had no shows for the first time in a while all weekend, and I got to tell you, hate it. I don't like it, dude. Like my wife's like, you need a little break, relax, watch your sports balls, and hang out with the dogs. I go, I want to be on stage. I don't want to every night. I want to be on stage every damn night, But for two reasons, it's where I love to be, and I like to make money.
Well, yes.
Paying my money,
Were you productive around the house?
No.
Okay.
If I'm not on stage making money, you know what I'm doing? I am losing sports bets.
That tracks.
God damn it. Hey, Ben Caro. Hey, buddy, you're 7 foot tall. Can you get me 3 more rebounds, huh? How about after you shoot, you don't take your 7 foot tall ass out to the perimeter? Look at me. I want a 3-pointer. No. Get a rebound, you tall bitch. 800-771-1025.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, I'm not spending I'm not one of these sickos that's spending like a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm making $5, $10 bets at a time. But they do add up after a little bit. And, for a while, I was like ahead, like especially football season. I do really well betting college and NFL football.
That's your strong suit.
It is. And I usually do really well betting hockey, too. But that's been kind of, sticking it right up my my puck shoot also.
Yes.
Yeah. And
speaking of puck shoots.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. By the way, you're welcome. You're welcome, Tampa.
Yes.
No, you know what I've done lately?
Nope. Tell me.
I figured out how to use my bad luck for my own city, my own teams.
What a giver.
Yeah. So if I bet the Lightning, they lose. If I bet the Rays, they lose, right? Even if they're favorite.
It's like opposite day every day for you.
So what do I do? Saturday, I go, I think I know what to do here. I'm going to bet the Florida Panthers. And what happens? We not only beat them, we whoop them.
As it should have been.
Yeah. So they're playing tonight. I'm going to have to lose.
They're still in Sunrise tonight, right?
Yeah. I'm going to have to lose $10 tonight for my team.
Do it.
Oh, I'm definitely doing it.
Do it.
I'm definitely betting against them. It feels dirty to do it.
I know.
But I know God hates me. And he's going to be like, oh, look at you. You think you're going to bet?
You're so cute.
Oh, look at you. You think you're going to bet on the Panthers because they're playing at home and they're probably a better team? Oh, you think that's going to happen? Well, up yours. Brandon Hagel, have a hat trick, buddy. Watch it. I'm telling you, it's going to work. I bet the Padres against the Rays all weekend. And what did the Rays do? They go out to California and sweep one of the best teams in the league. The Rays, of all people. Of all people. Guys that can't hit the ball or hitting home runs. I'm like, this is hysterical. This is hysterical. Anyway, lots of sports. The draft was all weekend. I follow that big time. So I do a podcast called The Three Ugly Mugs with 2 of my comedian friends, John J. Murray and Matt Fernandez.
Love it.
2 other headliners, very funny guys. And where we talk sports mainly, but also beer and comedy and things like that.
Dude stuff.
It's a guy show, bro.
Yeah.
Very offensive things usually.
Perfect.
And
it sounds like something I'd really enjoy.
I like getting flagged on YouTube, JoJo.
That means you're doing a good job.
I agree. And so what I did, I made graphics for each draft pick, and so as soon as we made our picks, like a good producer of a good sports show, I created the graphic, with the Three Ugly Mugs logo, the picture of the player, all that stuff, and I was slapping it up on our Instagram. So I was kind of working in a way, doing all that.
That's good.
But I like it though because it makes me a little bit more, invested in the draft and paying attention. And I had all these sleepers I was picking for the last couple of months, and none of mine came through. I really wanted them, to. But the draft ended up being, I think, pretty good.
Pretty good. I don't really know what,
Yeah, I got it.
I'm doing or talking about or thinking when it comes to it. But that's what I hear, that it was pretty good overall. And some surprise picks, some surprise phone calls, it was pretty exciting.
I get a text from Galvin. He says, you ruined your game plan. He says, for betting by saying your strategy out loud. He's right. You never say your strategy out loud.
Oh, son of a gun.
Then he put in all caps, jinx. So I should... Okay, all right.
nothing. Just stop
No, you're
talking.
right, Galvin. You're right. I'm going to do a new strategy, and I'm not going to talk about it. He's right. This guy's good at betting.
He said he had a great weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He has great weekends all the time because he's not a dumbass
Correct.
like Fat Boy here. Ugh. It's, we'll get into more of all that stuff too. It's the old dipsy doodle. That's what he said.
The old dipsy doodle.
Oh, dude.
I can hear him saying it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Galvin's one of those people, and I think I'm one of those people too, that text exactly the way you talk.
I try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like people like that. Like Marcello, that used to have Gennaro's on the beach, and now he has a really cool gun shop and everything.
Oh, he does. We were just talking about him. I was wondering what he was up to. I was like, he
he's
used to
the
call
best.
all the time, and you never hear from him anymore.
He's the best. He's listening. I guarantee he's the best.
Hi.
But he when he texts me, it's in his accent.
Yeah.
It is the funniest thing ever. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's doing voice to text, and Siri's just like, oh, I know how to put this.
We got
on.
this.
I got you, bitch. You know what I mean? It's a spicy meatball. Like Siri's a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
love her.
But yeah, okay. All right, I know what I'm doing now. I know how I'm betting. Okay, I got this. All right, the old dipsy.
I don't believe.
I like it, dude.
I don't
like
believe
it.
you.
Seriously though, like I try to bet like basketball games too, because that's the only way I want to watch a whole basketball game.
Yes.
I don't hate basketball. I wish Tampa had a team, and I've heard Galvin say that we should trade the Rays for the Magic. I would be on board 1,000,000% on that. Like,
I think a lot of people probably would.
well, I mean, I like the Rays, and I would still root for them if they were in Orlando.
Sure.
And there's this whole investment group that wants to bring them over there and call them the Dreamers, which is gay. But I'd be like, okay, go Dreamers. Whatever.
I thought it was supposed to be like a fighting, like a team name is like you have some sort of advantage and you fight. Like you're a lion, you're a warrior,
You're sounding a little old-fashioned right now, JoJo.
buccaneer. Well, I am old fashioned.
You're sounding a little old-fashioned. We can't be dreamers. You got to teach the kids to dream.
Well, you can dream. I just don't think that should be the name of the team.
We're the dreamers. I mean,
The Orlando Orangutans,
whoa.
because they fight.
Do they?
I don't know.
I was gonna say,
It's just a big animal.
I guess if you're gonna go with like an animal that'll kill you, like the hippos.
Oh, yeah, Orlando Hippos.
You know they're the most deadly animal in the world.
I thought,
They kill more humans a year than any other animal.
where are they?
Africa.
So, okay, but like that doesn't seem like I feel like there's more dogs in the world that could hurt more people.
Dude, just YouTube hippos
Okay.
being violent,
Oh God.
and you will freak
They're
out.
hungry.
And they're scary. Yeah, they think everybody's marbles. They are so scary, dude. They're like 3,000 pounds, and they swim like dolphins with their big ass teeth. They got 5 big teeth. They just crush you with, dude.
They are
telling-
so cute though.
I don't think so. I think the baby ones are kind of cute,
Yeah.
but once they get big, they're all right. Just go watch some videos.
Okay.
And tomorrow you'll be like, I am so
I love
terrified
the
of
game.
hippos.
Hungry hippos.
I did something.
I had to stop calling my daughter that because I felt like it would give her a complex.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, it was just cute. I was like, oh, you're so hungry. You're a hungry hippo. And then I was like, probably not the best thing to say.
Right. She's not a fat kid, but if she
No.
ever becomes one,
Correct. It'll be my fault.
in the back of her head,
So much therapy.
Mom's right.
She's already going to have to go to therapy.
Mom's
so.
right. They should just throw food in my mouth. I should just kill African dudes. Should rip them out of their boats and murder them. It's the worst.
Oh, so many things I wanted to say to that. Okay.
Okay.
Let's change
Okay.
the subject.
See, I'm glad you see. I'm so glad you.
Let's take a call.
Yeah. Let's. Oof. Yeah. When you said that, I got a dozen jokes locked and loaded. I know. That's for the podcast, folks. That's not for here. Mike, count the after show. Who the hell are you?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Eric.
Hey, Eric. What's up, bro?
Hey, man, I've been saying it for years. We should have a basketball team here, the Tampa Tropics, and it should be the same color scheme as the team from the Will Ferrell movie, Semi-Pro.
Yeah.
Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. I've heard a couple people say that, and I want to say Galvin said that too.
Like the turquoise and the orange and the.
You
is
can
that what
actually-
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the beachy colors.
Yeah.
Well, you can actually just buy the rights to that team. You could have Will Ferrell be a spokesperson for
That'd be
the
cool.
team. That'd be dope. Yeah. No, I agree, dude. And I think, the Lightning have proven that we're a city that will support a team that's in the air condition. Yeah, we would love that.
For sure.
We would.
For sure, man. Hey, and hippos don't swim, man. They actually run underwater.
Even scarier, dude.
That's even awesome.
Jesus, Eric. All right, thanks.
Hey, real quick. Hey, have you seen that YouTube video of the hippo fart from the zoo?
I guess I got to do it now.
It's amazing, man. It sounds like a chainsaw. It's bizarre, bro. You got to check it out.
Even more scary.
I love you guys.
Thanks,
Bye,
dude.
JoJo.
Bye, honey.
Bye-bye. God, why do people get all creepy on you like that?
Oh, it's okay.
You like it?
I don't mind.
I know, isn't that cool?
Just, yeah.
I'm glad you're old school, dude. I really do. Because, like one of these new school broads, right? Like, AKA lives in St. Pete. They would have been like, why do you got to talk to me like that? You know?
No, thank you for talking to me.
Why do you gotta sexualize everything? I'm a person with my own mind, and I wish you would just treat me as an individual and not like some baby-making sex slave.
That's not me.
I know. Mike out the after show. Who's this?
Hey, Johnny. Hey, JoJo. This is Manny. How you guys doing?
Hello, Manuel.
Hi. I think the only reason they're calling the team the Dreamers is because you know exactly where all of those players are coming from.
Where's that?
From the Dreamer program overseas. Come on, man. They're not in this country. They're coming from my people's country, bro.
Is that
Islanders.
Hold on, that's a program?
You didn't know about that? The Dreamers?
No,
yeah, it's like,
I'm a gringo.
Yeah, the Dreamers. It's like, you pick a brown guy, sponsor them, bring them to the country. It's a real thing. I'm not kidding.
Oh, see, I always just call them illegal aliens. I don't know. It's very weird.
Well, now they are because the Dreamer program is done.
Oh.
They don't got that wet foot, dry foot anymore. Yeah.
Dude, is that where the term dreamboat came from?
Yeah.
I like
exactly.
it, dude. You're like, that is one handsome Cuban. He came on the dreamboat.
We call that a dream raft, mijo.
Very nice, dude. Very nice. All right. Well, awesome, dude. All right. Well,
I love you guys.
Yeah, you take care of yourself. What a handsome boy. Wow. All right. Let us take a break. Joj, when we come back, the Bucks draft, I was covering it. I was covering the whole draft. There was some players I wanted the Bucks to take, and it broke my heart to not see them come to the Bucks, but I was happy where they went and all that stuff. But I want to talk about our picks.
Okay, please.
Because I can give you a little in-depth information on, because, as an amateur analyst, I did a deep dive on all of them. Hashtag full homo. We'll do that when we come back, and also talk about what could be the largest defensive line in the history of the world if a certain player makes the team, and I am rooting for him. It's a local boy, and we'll talk about that. I think everybody already knows, but if you don't, we'll fill you in when we come back. It's JoJo. It's Johnny B. It's a Mike Calta After Show.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. Featured cut of the day. Sponsored by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. The Mike Calta Show. Download the free Bone app. 102.5 The Bone.
It's Work Zone Awareness Week, Florida. Every year, lives are lost in work zones because of speeding and distractions. When you see orange cones, remember, slow down, follow the signs, and stay focused. Workers are counting on you to get home safely, and so are their families. Let's work together to prevent crashes and save lives. A safety reminder from the Florida Department of Transportation. Slow your roll. Safety's the goal.
Diamond Days are back at the Golden Diamond Source, Tampa Bay's largest jewelry superstore. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment would be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. And listen up, all soon-to-be newlyweds. Here's your chance to win a $2,500 shopping spree at the Golden Diamond Source, along with a wedding cake for up to 100 guests created by the renowned celebrity chef, The Cake Girl, as seen on the Today Show. Entering is easy. Simply visit the Golden Diamond Source on Almerton Road for your chance to win big. I love Diamond Days because right now you can get up to 20% off all their diamond inventory, including April's birthstone. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. If you want your special someone to say yes, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond. Check them out at 3800 Almerton Road in Clearwater. the Golden Diamond Source.
Many of you know that my inspiration for becoming an accident attorney was my brother Tim, who was rendered a quadriplegic at age 18. I didn't know what a personal injury lawyer was or what they did, but I soon did. Tim was treated terribly by the insurance company, and I became enraged. It was a constant delay and deny. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Tim later worked with me for 27 years. Last year, my hero died at age 65. You can see my eulogy for him by visiting mybrothertim.com. He was one hell of a man. Because of Tim, together we built the largest injury firm in the world, and our clients are treated the way I would want my family to be treated. At Morgan & Morgan, nobody is a nobody and everybody is a somebody. If you need our help, visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer. See you soon, Tim. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, but it doesn't have to be. Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here with my friend Mark of Mark Spain. And Mark, can you explain why the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lot boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to on your time.
Thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale, make the most money, and move when you're ready on your timeline with their guaranteed all-cash offer. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home and receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Feel the credit union difference. GTE Financial is celebrating its 90th anniversary. Since 1935, providing solutions for Tampa Bay businesses is what we love to do. From SBA lending to hassle-free checking, commercial insurance to preventing fraud. We even offer free benefits for your employees. As a not-for-profit financial institution, we get to focus on your earnings. Join us at gtefinancial.org, the official credit union of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Dave Osterberg from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Another hot one for today. However, got a 30 to 40% chance, sort of a late day shower or storm. Be on the lookout for that with a high temperature in the lower 90s. Mild and muggy tonight with a low in the lower 70s and a 30% chance of a shower for Tuesday. High temps again near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to the Mike Calta After Show.
Johnny was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song.
Facts. Welcome back, everybody. Mike Health After Show, 1021 on a Monday morning. Wrapping up April already. Coming up this weekend, lots of stuff going on. On the 1st, I will be in Punta Gorda at a awesome Irish pub, gigantic, awesome Irish pub called the Celtic Ray Public House. Got really popular after Hurricane Charlie. They got annihilated. A documentary was shot about it. They rebuilt, not only bigger, but better. And it's a really cool spot. Sold out in the general admission around the stage, but they're going to be streaming live on a movie screen upstairs. So if you want to come out to the show, come on out. I believe it's a discounted price if you want to hang out upstairs and watch myself, my man Manny Gassett, Max Doyle. I'll be doing about an hour of comedy. So a lot of Bone fam will be out there. Shout out Chef Sandy, my boy Michael. Lots of cool people. Friday, I will be back at St. Pete Beach at the Twisted Tiki over there on Corey. You know that place. With a cool lineup there. Lots of really, really funny comics with me that night. And then Saturday, I will be at the Drunken Mullet in Hernando Beach. I haven't been to Hernando Beach in a long time, JoJo. So
I've never been.
Yeah, it's a really cool north of here spot. So over kind of, I don't know, I want to say near Weeki Wachee, but on the coast, Weeki Wachee. I worked.
Is that where the mermaids are?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They had a fat mermaid, I heard, and she can only go down about 3 feet because very buoyant. You know, it's tough. She got to hold a cinder block to get down to the bottom. You know, that sucks. I'm just saying that's what I heard. I didn't
mermaids,
see it.
Of course, mermaids, and they're magical. She can swim regardless of her size.
Well, look, science, man. Don't be a science
mermaids
denier.
are magical.
Are they?
Yes.
Why do they got to breathe out of a tube?
They don't.
Yeah, I see them. I've been there.
No.
I've seen them, dude. Seen them sucking on that tube at the bottom.
Ain't nothing wrong with sucking on a tube at the bottom.
Sucking on it. Stay alive. You can follow and interact on social media if I didn't tell you that already. Johnny B. Tampa on everything and Joanne Petrella on everything. So give us a little follow ski, baby. All right. So the Bucks draft happened.
It did.
Along with all the other teams.
It did.
My only disappointment, and I've always said I trust in Jason Light. The guy has done nothing but good for the last, I'd say 6-7 years. We've really done well with the draft. He's killed it.
Yeah, I trust him.
And free agency. I mean, we've won, our division 4 years in a row. We've been to the playoffs 5 years in a row. Won a Super Bowl in the last 5 years. I mean, he brought Tom Brady in and Gronk, and I mean, just wild stuff. I still feel like I'm in a fever dream all the time when I see what has happened to my Buccaneers, as bad as we were for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, to the point where I canceled my season tickets because I was working here. I just started working here for a couple of years, and I would go out into the break room, and there'd be Bucks tickets sitting on the table.
Wild.
That were better than my season tickets. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay, $3,000 a year or whatever it was I was paying for my son and I. I'll just cancel them, and I was getting free tickets. It was great. A couple times, Mike Olivero got me club seats. I'm like, this is awesome. So I could go watch Jameis lose by 30, and then they got good.
They got good.
And then I was like, I can't get tickets. Yeah, but let's get to the draft. First overall pick blew people's minds. We thought that they were going to go defense here. We needed, a pass rush, but they didn't. They did what the Bucks do sometimes and went with the best player. And I got to tell you, I'm stoked about this guy. Did you see this guy?
Yeah.
Emeka Egbuka. Now, I saw him playing in the national championship game.
Okay.
And I remember thinking, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah, he ain't bad.
Looks like Chris Godwin. Like just clean routes, everything else. And then when I started doing my draft prep, before the draft, started looking at all the different players, I remember saying to a couple people, because I heard, I believe, I listened to different podcasts and stuff, but I believe Lee over at Joe Bucks Fan was really talking this guy up, right?
Yeah.
And he's a respected journalist. Actually, everybody on that podcast, the Ira Kaufman podcast, shout out to those guys and Steve and everybody. Rock Riley does stuff with them. It's good information and entertaining. That's what I like. But he was talking about Ibuka being kind of a Chris Godwin kind of clone. And you go back and watch his film, and then you start doing a little deep dive on a guy. He's a good dude. And that's what the Bucs do, JoJo.
Yep, they do.
Character. They're all about character because they learned. It was after they had to deal with the Jameis suspension with the Uber driver.
Yes.
They had this shaggy or swaggy Baker guy come in.
Yep.
Humping telephone poles and not tackling people. Deshaun Jackson, all these guys, they can be cancers in the locker room. And if you have that, it really does spread through the team and affect the way the team's mindset is and the culture inside the locker room. And it does mean a lot. And this Ibuka guy seems like an absolute gem. Like he does. He looks like the real deal. Not only he doesn't drop the ball, which is great for receivers.
Well, that helps.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Runs good routes.
That's helpful. I can't even speak today.
It's fine. It's Monday. It's Monday. But I think we might have gotten one of the best players, not only at receiver, but in the entire draft at number 19. So I'm not mad at that.
No, and I think that we need to have, we had a little scare with Godwin and Mike Evans with his hamstring, and they were out at the same time, and it was like, what do we do?
Correct.
What do we do?
Yep.
So for us to know and build that bench up, I think is helpful.
Depth. That's what you need.
Yes.
Because as much as I love Mike Evans,
same.
He does seem to have a hamstring problem every year that keeps him out of a game or two.
And also, my baby's not getting any younger.
No.
So let's get people primed and ready.
And you can never have. There's two things that you can really never have enough of in football. It's wide receivers and defensive backs, because
tight ends.
Oh my God. Defensive backs and wide receivers seem to get injured a lot.
Yeah,
both of them do, because they're running faster than everybody else,
getting hit harder.
They're getting tackled. They're tackling people. All that stuff. I know that's happening with every position. Sure. And I know if Ian Beckles is listening right now, and he probably is, he's like, "What about the linemen?" I get it. They're bashing their heads together every play.
Yes.
But they're also big, monstrous guys. They're built to take more abuse.
Right.
Physically, it's what they do. They give and they take abuse. Where, we drafted a wide receiver in the 7th round that is the lightest NFL player in the history of the league at 154 pounds in Tez Johnson.
Yes.
So that guy, if he gets hit real hard, I'd be worried about him.
He may break.
Problem is, try to catch him. He's very elusive. He's very slippery.
Yeah.
So I like Ibuka. So what they did on day 2, they started actually all the way up until the last pick. They go, all right, calm down, everybody. We're going defense. They draft, and this guy, the only concern with Benjamin Morrison out of Notre Dame is his health. He's had 4 surgeries during college.
Okay.
Which is scary, but man, if he can stay healthy, 9 interceptions in 2 seasons. He is a ball hawk, and that's what Todd Bowles wants. He wants somebody out there picking off the ball.
Yeah.
Jamel Dean doesn't intercept the ball. Like, he just doesn't do it. We don't really have people picking the ball off like we used to back in the day when we had Rondé and John Lynch, and all these guys are just.
Yep.
And then he went and got another good corner after that in day 2, and Jacob Parrish from Kansas State, another ball hawk, 23 passes defensed. I mean, he's out there. He's doing things. Both of these guys, by the way, seem like great character guys.
Yeah, they do.
Great character guys.
That's probably one of. I mean, obviously, you want. Like, you are excited to see who picks who, but like I love watching the videos. I love watching the reactions.
The calls.
I love watching the families.
Oh.
Like, as a parent and knowing how hard your kid has worked and how much they put into it to be able to have that moment.
Yeah. That Benjamin Morrison call was the most viral one in the NFL. when he is saying, with the line was, "Thank you for believing in me. I lost it, dude."
Oh my God. I was like, wait, what is happening?
Because there's nothing you don't get more raw and more real than that emotional take. It's like you almost feel bad there's a camera in his face in that moment. But man, I'm glad there was.
They all try to be so tough, and then as soon as you just see that tear, you're like, oh God.
Did you see the big boy that went to the Patriots? they tried to
Oh, my
interview him on
God.
stage.
Could have.
Will, I'm trying to think of his name, but he was a big LSU tackle. He's the best tackle in the draft. And this guy's like 6'8", 340 pounds. And they're interviewing him on the stage, and he just couldn't talk. Like, he lost it. He's welling up, and he's like, it's all my dreams, and I work so hard. And I'm like, I know how hard you work. My son played youth football his entire life. He went to Plant High School, and he really thought he was going to, forever he was going to play college football. And he pivoted at the last moment and decided not to. And it's worked out great for him. But, man, I know I coached youth football for several years. I know what these guys go through at that level.
I'm always like, just please don't forget this moment. Like
they won't. They won't. There's no way.
Some of them get,
Do you follow? You follow the Bucks all social media. They do the flashbacks to the calls.
That's what I was going to say. Those are my favorite ones. All the old Mike Evans. I was watching Levante David.
Oh, God.
Gerald McCoy. Oh, they were so good. And they're such babies.
Do you know, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, Gerald McCoy started the hugging Roger Goodell trend.
No.
He was the first one to hug Roger Goodell when he went on stage. Yep. Nobody ever.
Everybody else was just a handshaker?
Handshake. He was the first one to bear hug him. And then after that, it was like that became as much as booing Roger Goodell is like a thing.
Which is so funny. And I love it. He just looks up and laughs.
He goes, come on, give it to me. Gerald McCoy started the hugging Roger Goodell thing. Yeah.
I feel like I should probably know the reason why.
He was happy. He was just happy, dude.
No. Why they boo?
Oh, because he's for the NFL owners, not the players. Right?
Oh, okay.
He makes like $35 million a year. He's being paid by the owners, so his investment isn't in the players and the fans.
And the team.
It's these billionaires. So he's like,
that's the world we live in.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why they boo him. I don't think people really hate him. It's just trendy to boo him.
I also don't think he gives a flying.
Yeah, there's people that hate Taylor Swift and they don't know why. Yeah,
because she.
Oh no, I hate her, but I have good reasons.
Oh.
Yeah.
She broke your heart?
No. No. I've heard from many sources that she's a real batch, and I don't like artists that push politics. That's why Mike was talking about Eddie Vedder earlier.
Yeah.
I love Pearl Jam. Don't like Eddie Vedder because he'll stop in the middle of a concert. Who's the guy, Aaron whatever from Stained?
Lewis?
Yeah. He does that too. He's like a big MAGA guy, and I don't care about your politics, dude. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Sing your goddamn song.
Right. I get that.
I'm here for a song.
I get that.
I don't like it when comedians do it. Like, I don't do politics on stage. Like, I'm a dancing clown. That's what Bill Burr called. He said comedians shouldn't dive into too much politics. We're dancing clowns. Get up there and do your job.
I think some just look at it like they have a platform. And I'm not saying right or wrong, but if you feel you're right about it, I mean, whatever it is.
Well, then you lost me. Like if other people want that, they can consume it. I don't want it. Back to the draft. Edge rushers, the next two picks. And these guys, you talking super sleepers? Bro. David Walker, Central Arkansas. And Jason likes the best at going out and getting these small school guys.
Yes.
Finding these diamonds in a rough.
Yes.
Oh my God, this guy, he looks nasty. Elijah Roberts from SMU, pretty much just led all of FBS football, which is like the division down from NC, like the main ones.
Okay.
131 quarterback pressures in 2 seasons. That's insane, dude. Like, then he went to the Shrine Bowl and completely dominated. He is going to be. He's being compared to like Shaq Barrett in his prime. Yeah, so looking good. And of course, I already talked about Tez Johnson from Oregon. Cool story about Tez Johnson. If you know anything about his backstory, and I just learned over the weekend, Bo Nix, who was drafted last year by the Denver Broncos, was the quarterback for Oregon.
Yes.
Tez Johnson is not technically his brother, but they call themselves brothers because Bo Nix's family took him in when he was 15.
Oh, wow.
His dad, I think, either died or was in prison, and the mom was having a hard time. So they said, well, come on over. Bo Nix's dad was a high school coach, so he was coaching both of them.
Sure.
And he said,
well, that's a sweet story.
They said, come on over. And he thought he was going to be there for the weekend. He said he walked in and he felt so at home, and he just didn't want to leave. And they said, we'd just stay, And the mom was okay with it. He's still close with his mom and everything, but yeah. So he says that's Bo Nix's mom's his second mom, and Bo's his brother, and it's a really good story. So it was kind of like The Blind Side, but instead of a 330-pound lineman, it's a 154-pound guy. So
and now they're both in the NFL.
Yeah,
The brothers from different mothers.
I know. I love that, dude. I love when people step up.
Yeah.
The Blind Side story is a little weird because people are like, oh, they were trying to just get him to, commit to Ole Miss instead of Tennessee, which maybe they did. Anyway, and that's why I don't like Tim McGraw. It's Sandra Bullock because they shouldn't have done that to that boy. The Bucks signed a free agent. So as soon as the draft's over, all these guys that don't get drafted, they just start getting picked up. Like, they get signed for these little small contracts. They bring them into training camp, whether it's just training camp meet, as they call some people, just bodies out there to participate. Or some of them actually can make the roster, and some of them will make the roster that way.
Okay.
Local guy, Plant City boy, played at Florida. And if you've watched any Florida footage, you already know who we're talking about. But even if you don't, you see viral videos during the season. 6'6", 464-pound Desmond Watson. I'll say this again, folks. 464-pound Desmond Watson. Now, you would think this guy is just a ball of fat that just sits there. He's actually athletic. He crushed the bench press at his pro day.
Yes.
I think 36 reps at 225. He actually ran a sub 6-second 40-yard dash at 464 pounds.
That is a big boy.
That should have
making moves.
It should have took him 10 minutes to run a 40-yard dash. This guy did it in 5.94. And he had like a gigantic vertical leap. I don't know how you get that much weight off the ground. So the Bucks signed him, and immediately everybody's like, whoa, if you add him and Vita Vea's weight together, it's 811 pounds. And he hasn't made the team yet, guys. Calm down. He probably won't make the team.
You don't think?
I mean, an undrafted player, no matter what their size and everything else is, it's hard to make the team.
So is he a good player? Like
I thought he was.
Okay.
I watched him make good.
So I wonder why he wouldn't have been.
I think it's the weight. People don't want to take a chance on somebody. Eventually,
they said he's already lost weight.
Who said that?
This morning, I thought they said he's already lost like 26 pounds or something.
Oh, he probably just skipped lunch or something.
Okay,
yeah.
but still, it's possible.
I was talking about this with.
And if he's already agile and he's already like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? There, to me, do not let him go.
I was talking about him with T and Pal yesterday. We texted about football and stuff, and I said, look, if he lost 100 pounds,
my God,
he would still be 364 pounds.
But could you imagine how much more he could move?
He would
since
feel,
he can move now.
Yeah, he would feel so nimble. He would be faster.
Yes,
and he would still be the biggest guy in the NFL, basically.
Yes.
Then you put him in a rotation with Vita Vea and Kalijah Kancey. Depth that floats.
We need depth.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I would like to see him make the team a lot. I would. It'd be a great story. Local kid, and the reports on him, character guy.
Yeah.
The coaches over at Florida say he's super intelligent. He's a great teammate, funny.
Yeah.
All that. We need more fat, funny people around. You know what I mean? It's what makes people happy. I've heard.
Fat and funny.
JohnnyBComedy.com. I'm just saying. We need more of that, but no,
I agree.
I like him. I like him a lot. All right, we got one more break. We got to jump into this Shedeur Sanders debacle.
Heard about it.
I'll give my take.
Heard a thing or two.
I'll give my take on why he dropped as far as he did, and I think my take will be similar to a lot of people's, and also this stupid prank.
Okay,
I will talk about the prank too.
Okay.
And we'll wrap it up. We got about 10 minutes of talk time. Phone lines are open if you would like to jump in with us. 800-771-1025. It's Monday. It's Mike Calta After Show.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to buy something you saw on Instagram that you don't need and probably will never use? The Bone can help. It's the Bone bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, real, raw radio.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell Mike Caldeseya.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Hey, it's Carmen from the Mike Calta Show, here to tell you about my favorite little mouth pouch, Tiza. Not only can it help you on your journey to quit smoking, vaping, or dipping, but if you're a chronic snacker like me, Tiza will help you put down the chips with an added bonus of giving you all the energy you need to get up and get moving. No nicotine, no tobacco, focused energy, long-lasting flavors, 0 calories. I mean, the list goes on and on. Tiza comes in a bunch of flavors too, but my personal favorite is the wintergreen. Tiza is a pouch of herbal tea designed to be placed in between your cheek and gum and is packed with tea-cut herbs, vitamin B, and caffeine, and was founded and formulated by a medical doctor. Find Tiza in selected 7-Elevens, Liquor Depot, and now in Walmart all over the Bay Area. Tiza, why spit when you can swallow?
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs, live in concert.
Angel of mercy, make me, shake me, take me all the way.
August 13th, Ruth Eckerd Hall. One incredible night with Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs, live. On sale now at rutheckerdhall.com.
The accident wasn't your fault. You shouldn't have to pay those bills. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay for your medical bills. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, back to the Mike Calta After Show.
Welcome back to Mike Calta After Show. Happy Monday, everybody. I am Johnny B. Along with me, it's JoJo.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
You fell in a hole?
I did.
Wow.
I'm an idiot.
Joanne Petrella on all social media. Johnny B. Tampa on all social media. Thanks for the follows. Yeah, you went out to the old Paso Grill?
I did.
I wanted to go, and I told Dizzy I was going to try to go. It was his little birthday get-together.
Yeah, it was nice.
I know. I was going to text him and tell him why I wasn't going, but I was like, you know what? He's partying. He's having a good time.
You were busy working.
Nope.
Yep,
was
I
not.
know.
I was not.
I know.
I thought that my wife and I would go, right?
Yes.
But she picked up a shift
Okay.
because she likes working these overtime shifts.
Make that money, honey.
Oh, and as a nurse, that time and a half is pretty sexy, right?
So you really could have come out because you were by yourself.
I could have, but
Boo.
my car right now has no air conditioning. It's broken. And I don't know if it's a compressor or what. I had my best friend Whitmore put Freon in it. Not working. So
I would have met you and picked you up.
Yeah, I live like I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes from Paso Grill.
But I could have met you and then in the middle-ish and then went to the...
I don't want to be a burden ever, you know? Right. I always think about that. So I was like, and I almost did it. I almost said, you know what? Let's go old school style, baby. Roll the windows down. And
yeah, sweat it out.
Yeah, nah, dude. It's so hot out there.
I know, it really is.
Yeah, and I was like...
But it was nice at the beach.
Sure.
My child I had to get back to, so I couldn't stay I could stay all day. Like if I've got my setup and my cooler and I got...
Umbrella?
Yep, and we're just...
Sure.
It was great.
If there's shade, I could stay all day too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Ian Beckles came out.
I saw. I know.
To the beach, in the sand.
I know.
Living his best life. And we were laughing because I looked over at him at one point. I said, I can't believe you're here. I said, but listen, you're doing good. Like, but it was so nice. We had the tent thing set up and we had drinks and we were just chilling. Like, it was great.
It did look like a good time.
Yeah, it was nice.
I was having a little bit of FOMO there, but
we'll do it again.
Yeah, why not? We'll figure it out. My wife wants to start since we've been doing a cruising and stuff. She's like, we should go to the beach. We live in Florida. We never go.
I know. I always feel terrible because Ev loves the beach, and so do I.
Right.
But after driving back and forth all week long, come the weekend, I'm like, oh, let's just go to the pool. But there's just something about being on the beach.
Yeah,
I just love it.
I get it. We got a few minutes left. We'll take this phone call here in a second. The whole Shedeur Sanders thing. What a media circus. And I had a feeling it would be this way too, no matter where he got drafted. And I didn't really see I saw a few things over the last, season or two that made me go, ugh, man, what has Deion done to this guy? His kids because things he did on the field, real douchebaggy. Things he did on social media, very douchebaggy. And I'm like, well, he's just a rich kid doing rich kid stuff. And one thing I don't like, though, when rich kids act like they're gangster and they're not.
Yeah.
And that's not me. That's not for people listening. I'm not talking about black rich kids. It's mostly white rich kids that do it, but also black rich kids do it.
Yeah.
I remember Kellen Winslow Jr. Remember what that played for the Bucks ended up being like some weird old person rapist, but when he was in college at Miami, he was like crying after a game and said, I'm a gangster, blah, 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 blah. And his dad came out and said, my son's not a gangster. I raised him in a very affluent area. We have a gated community, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's the vibe I get from Shedeur Sanders all the time, too. Like, he's just like talking like he's got rocks in his mouth, saying the N-word every other word, and just like, just acting real gangster and douchey and like talking smack to the other team. And like I said, on social media, like calling himself legendary, that's weird too, Yeah,
so I don't know too much about him, like as far as how good he plays.
Yeah.
To be, a number one prospect, I would think that you would have to have some talent. So,
No, he's a solid football player.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know. But I've seen the stuff on like, TikTok or whatever, Instagram. Like I've seen videos of his douchebaggery behavior.
It's really bad.
And so when he didn't get drafted in the first round, I was like, oh, maybe they're trying to teach him a lesson.
Well,
maybe they're trying to humble him a little bit.
I don't think it's, and that's what I think people are getting that mixed up too. The NFL, they don't care about teaching lessons, I don't think.
So then I realized that. I'm like,
I think it's more like
because they don't care.
Do you want to deal with this?
Correct. Then that's what when I was talking.
Yeah.
Yes. No, they don't.
Do you want to deal? Is he worth dealing with?
Him and his dad.
Yes.
Because you're not just getting.
Dion was going on podcasts, and I mean, I'll pull receipts and bring it on tomorrow's show.
Yeah.
He was going on podcast saying, I have a list of teams I don't want my son to play for.
Shut your mouth and be happy your son can play for any team.
But the owners hear this and they go, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this crap at all.
Absolutely.
And unless this guy is a number one talent. And at the end of the day, not really. He only won 4 games, and everything else. So it's like the juice isn't worth the squeeze, So I don't think they were trying to teach a lesson. Maybe a little bit. Some of the owners, you got these billionaires and are going to have,
they
some
don't give a flying
ex-football
frick.
player telling them what's going to happen. But I feel like, people didn't want to deal with his lack of. There's a video out there where him and Cam Ward, the guy that got picked number 1 overall to the Titans.
Yes.
They were doing a workout together and they were filming it. And you could go look up these clips. And he's out there not taking it serious. He's telling Cam Ward, we should make a rap song together because he's a rapper. I've heard his music. Garbage, right? And Cam Ward's like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm a football player. And he goes, when they Google Cam Ward, I want it to say American football player. And I'm like, that's why he went number 1 overall. 100%. His focus is in the right place. And Shedeur Sanders was laughing at him. He goes, oh, whatever, man.
Right. So with all that being said, that aside, does he deserve the call that he got, the prank that he...
No.
Okay.
And I think this was...
Is it funny?
No.
Okay.
I hated it. It was a rich douchebag frat boy thing.
Yes.
Pranking a rich douchebag football player.
Right.
It was douchebag on douchebag crime. And it doesn't make it right. And I think those kids are dicks. And I think they should have fined his dad because he left an open iPad with all the phone numbers. If you're that irresponsible, first of all, they should have fined his dad $100,000 just because he did a crappy job raising this douchebag kid. That's the punishment for raising a douchebag. Now maybe other NFL coaches will go, I should keep track of my douchebag dickhead kids.
Yeah.
Because what he did to Shedeur in that moment was wrong. Even if Shedeur is a prick.
Yeah.
No, I agree with Gio's take on it earlier. Nobody deserves that. That was when I watched him answer the phone and he thought he was talking to the Saints GM. I didn't like that at all. I felt bad for Shedeur Sanders. I don't think he deserved that, even if he is a douchebag. It was wrong. And something needs to happen to this kid. That fake ass apology, I hated it. I still hate it.
Oh, yeah, definitely a fake ass apology.
Fake ass apology. And nothing's going to happen. The Atlanta Falcons with a fake ass apology. Everybody's just covering their ass.
I mean, the coach should definitely get fined.
Douchebags.
Yeah.
Mike out there at the show. Who the hell are you?
Hey, I was just finna weigh in on the Shedeur thing.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
You said it was a douchebag on douchebag crime.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I found it kind of funny because Shedeur...
Nope. Anyway, JP's up next, everybody. Monica and Dizzy will be here. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow. So I wasn't really hanging up on you, buddy. We got to go. I don't want to run into JP's time. JP's from New York. He'll kick my ass. What's this fat prick think he's just going to... He's just going to... I almost said the
You sure did.
Oh, my God. Go Lightning tonight. They're live on the Bone. Bye.
It's the Mike Calta After Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at defenderruck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute, and sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
Mike Calter for my friends here at Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. Now, you guys have heard about BOGO deals in the past. Right now, Super Heat and Air and Plumbing is offering $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. That's so much better. No waiting, no mail-in rebates. Instant savings applied right away. Why is this happening? Because industry-wide price hikes are coming for ACs, water heaters, electrical panels, some as high as 20%. But because of Super Heat and Air's long-standing vendor relationships, they've locked in today's prices for our customers only up until May 10th. After May 10th, prices will go up across the board. It's not a scare tactic. It's just the reality of what rising material and manufacturing costs are. Once that date hits, they can no longer hold the pricing. So if you're thinking about upgrading your system, or you know your system is on its way out, this is the smartest window to lock in savings before the cost jump. It's going to be a hot summer, and if you're
For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured?
In your car, at work, or with your kids, no matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8157. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8157. That's 800-575-8157. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go.
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
Good Monday mornings. JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
phone numbers to play along with our conversations today. 800-771-1025 at JP on your radio, on Twitter, on Instagram. Everybody have a good weekend. How are you, Monica? How dizzy? How was your weekend? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yeah, great weekend. Chilling. Ready to get this week going.
Wasn't this your big boner, super smoke weekend beach thingamajiggy?
Boner. It was some stoner boner.
Stoner
That's
boner.
Right.
Stoner
I knew there was
boner.
something.
She said Big D, stoner